All right, hey guys, it's Jared, and today I'm going to go do my trade recap for today. I took 3 trades. I had 2 winners, 1 loser, and my watch list right here is Neo, FCEL, Work, and GameStop. It was very difficult to pick my watch list today. There was a lot of stuff moving, a lot of stuff with good pre-market, but this is what I settled on. I took 2 trades on Work and 1 trade on FCEL. So my trade on Work, my first trade of the day was on Work, and it was at 9:35:03, so right after the 5-minute mark, and it happened right here. So Work, huge activity pre-market. A deal was announced over the weekend, so it pushes up on good news here. Then a lot of profit taking. It kind of slowly trickles down, and we have a lot of bearish volume here at open, which pushes it below VWAP. It kind of bounces back up and then looks like it's holding. So I think it's about to curl down. So I'd take it short right here at 42.90. Now when I hit my hotkeys, it was closer to 43, but it kind of moved very quick because it looked like, I guess, a lot of people were trying to get in right at 43. So unfortunately, I got in at 42.90. Now most of the time, my stop loss is about 12-ish cents from my entry or less. So 10-cent slippage, me trying to get in at 43 but getting in at 42.90, is a big deal for me. So it put me in a weird spot. 43 could not hold. It got to 43.05 and I stopped out. So this was actually a max loss for me per trade. A per trade max loss right here. But I didn't go over my max loss, so I'm still in the game looking all right. It does push up momentarily, but then doesn't really get beyond VWAP, starts curling back down, and I re-enter short right here. Now my short entry on the second time is a little bit better. It's 43.14. So I got it, I think 43.17 was VWAP, so I got it pretty close to the VWAP there. And now, this ended up being a really great trade for me, but it should have been much better because this first partial I took, again, I kind of suffered from how quickly the price was moving. So I got in at 43.14. I took my first partial when it got to 43, but it ricocheted off 43 so quickly from people covering that I got filled at 43.09, which means I only got 5 cents on my first partial, and my first partial is the biggest. So that did limit my profitability to some degree, but luckily the rest of this move was really good. In total, between my entry and my best partial down here, I got, what did I get? I got $1.15. So really great move for me here. What I did was I partialed out as we go down. We pushed back up. We started curling back down. I started partialing some more, lots of partials around the $42 level right here. As we got near the 100 MA on the 1-minute chart, I took another partial. It started pushing back up, but the people didn't really jump in long like I thought they might, so I added right back here, so I doubled my remaining position with that add. I took out some of it right there, then it popped back up, and then we had a long wick. We kind of had a shooting star right there on you know, not big volume. I thought maybe, okay, it is still weak, we might still push through this. So I doubled my remaining position again. This one didn't work out, ultimately stopped out at break even right there. So that was my good trade on Work. Again, this was a great trade. This trade made my day. It not only helped me dig out of the hole I was in, but then made me profitable on the day. And room for improvement is really all about this first partial, me only getting 5 cents on my first partial. You know, probably made this trade like 15 to 20% less profitable for me, but it was still a great trade. So that just shows you having more patience with this, or if I had been a little faster and got a better fill, made a huge difference for me today. My other trade was on FCEL. This one, nothing too flashy here. I think you guys can probably see what I thought I saw, right? So we push up, right? We break down below these MAs. We hit yesterday's high right here, and there's some indecision, some consolidation, and it bounces off that, gets above the 200, the 50, and the 100, all on the 1-minute chart, as well as the 50. And you see again, it looks even more clear on this chart. So I say, okay, well, we get above all these, I'm going to take it long here with the break of the 200 as my stop out. We push up, and I take I take on level 2. There's a lot of stuff going on at the 1060 mark, so we push up and I go ahead and take a couple partials at the 1060 mark, and then I kind of wait to see if we're going to be able to push for high of day, which was closer to 11. This is at 1090. We don't have the juice. It comes back down to my break even. I go all out. So that was my those were my trades of the day. In total, I'm going to finish the day plus 67% of my profit target. So I didn't get all the way there, but that started because I dug myself a big hole on my first work trade when I got in just a little too soon. But luckily I was able to stick with it, take it short 2 minutes later with a much better entry, and really capture a nice game there. And then FCEL right here was a good gain, but obviously it was just the pattern didn't go in my favor, but I did put a little bit of money in my pocket. Not much, nothing flashy there. But that was my day. Hopefully you guys had a great day as well.